again. Hello everybody, I'm Lorii Abela, your Asian matchmaker and soulmate expert. Welcome to tonight's episode of Matchmaker Secrets, where we talk about love, dating, and relationships, and of course, matchmaking. So our topic today is understanding women. I know that it's a very conflicting topic somehow, because there was a joke even that in order to understand women, you have to actually have this very thick book. There was something circulating in Facebook not too long about that, and then to understand men is simple as a very narrow book. But obviously there's a lot of things which is happening with women's thinking, but I don't expect you to actually know everything, but of course it will be helpful if you have some guidelines. So when you're actually having your first date, first impressions actually last. So you have to be very, very careful about how do you present yourself. So here in Chicago, I know a lot of people are very laid back as far as dressing up, and obviously let's say people who are in New York, they are actually dressing up for they're dressing up for the occasion. So just be mindful, how do you present yourself when you're seeing somebody. So sometimes there are, especially Eastern European women, they like to dress up. And so obviously you have to be catching up to how are they dressed up. If you're invited to a beach party, then go wear your flip-flops. But if you're actually going to a dinner or something, be sure that you're actually dressed appropriately. And then don't make initial judgments as far as the appearances of a person is concerned. Obviously, this goes for men and women, but always be mindful that whatever you are seeing in the person doesn't necessarily mean that they're associated with something. Maybe you see them something okay, they are probably well dressed, so that doesn't mean that they don't have time to relax. So everybody has their own idea of how things work. And then also avoid stereotyping people. So doesn't matter what are their ethnicity, what are their religion or their political beliefs. So don't stereotype people. Everybody is different, everybody's unique. So that's why they say there's a unicorn out there in every person. And then I think the most important thing is to actually build your connections. So it has to be genuine. So when you're actually conversing to somebody, make sure that you're sincere about what you're saying, and then also make sure that you are genuinely interested with the other person. So of course that comes with the power of listening. So if the person is still talking, try not to interrupt, and then make sure that you are listening. If the person is already complete, then that's the time to actually say something, because obviously they want to hear more about you. And then actually encourage other person to have a conversation, because it's not all the time it's a one-way conversation. It has to be a back and forth conversation. And then the other thing is that you have to maintain eye contact, because if it's always all about having a conversation and then you're looking everywhere, that means that you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention to the other person. And so you have to be very careful, okay, the person is not getting offended that you're actually not paying attention. And what much more worse is if you're actually using your phone in order to make a conversation. And then also you have to practice empathy. It depends what the other person is talking about. So women are more or less sensitive, and they would like to actually be heard, and they actually would appreciate it if you can be actually so generous about being able to understand where they're coming from. And so sometimes maybe you have decided to bring this lady into a restaurant, and so you have to actually show empathy not only to your date but also the people who are working in the restaurant. You have to remember that some of these people who are working there have been working from morning till evening, and so that means that they can actually have some probably not a good day for them. So just be very patient, and then also don't forget to say thank you to these people who are working over there, because thank you gets you much more further, not only to these people who are working there, but also to your date, because like that means that, oh, okay, I like that person, always giving compliments. And then the other thing that you have to remember as well is the respect of boundaries. So earlier I said, like, don't judge people about their different religious beliefs or whatever other beliefs that they have, but I would encourage you to actually recognize that they have their own beliefs, and if it doesn't jive with you, like, don't rub it in. So especially on the first date, you don't talk about religion, you don't talk about politics as much as possible. I know that I have some followers who ask that immediately on the first date, but you have to remember, on the first date, your purpose is to have fun. It's not necessarily to interview this person and say, like, okay, will you be my future husband? It's not like that. Like, you know, it's not like a job interview or an interview to be the future husband or future wife for you. So just take it easy, because like, if you're more relaxed, you're much more attractive, because like you are actually expressing yourself in much more genuine way, and then in your relaxed mode, and you're much more comfortable and happy. And then also when people are just accidentally talking about their emotions, just be recognizing about the fact that, okay, they're being vulnerable. So just take it as it is, and then like just be polite with whatever. I know sometimes that some people can just suddenly tell you exactly what happened to them, maybe at their work, but just listen with a grain of salt and believe that, okay, maybe they just really don't have anybody to express with, and so just listen to them. Women doesn't really mean that, you know, you have to actually answer their provide a solution to their whatever they're saying, but you know, they just want somebody to listen. So just have that ears for them. And then pay attention to red flags. So there are a lot of red flags that are, you know, just specifically for you, but just be careful, and don't think that, okay, this person is like this and it's just going to be forever like this, or this person is like this. And you know, it depends. Everybody has their own particular mood. Sometimes, like, you know, you come to a person and then they're not really, you know, in a mood for something. Some people change, you know, very quickly. And so just make sure that also you have to distinguish which is the red flag and which is not. And so if they are being rude, so obviously that's the time for you to actually be excusing yourself in whatever manner that you would like to, because like you cannot afford to be actually being in that situation wherein you're not happy because there's something wrong with whatever is going on. And so you have to trust yourself, like, okay, I have reached my max as far as this date is concerned, I can move on. So I'm not saying that, you know, all women are rude, but you know, there's some women who can be rude, like, you know, it's their upbringing. And so it doesn't necessarily mean it's only the women who sometimes are rude, sometimes it's also men. So just be very alert which one are your red flags. And obviously respect is very important. You have to be able to be respected as much as like you want others to respect you. And then also have a self-reflection. So assess your own expectations. So be clear, what are you looking for? So if you're a person who doesn't even know what you're looking for, then I think you have to go back to your drawing board, because like you cannot just be dating here and, you know, be available to have whoever is available and in order to meet you. Because like for you, like, you know, I think like it's always nice to somehow set an intention. This is the type of person that I would like to meet. And then if the person that you have met is not exactly the person that you're looking for, maybe they have some good qualities, I suggest to always be thankful about the good qualities that I have had, because like the more that you're thankful about that particular characteristic of this person, the more chances of you being able to actually be meeting some people who have the same category of what you like about them. If there's something that you didn't like, and then like okay, so that's something for you to consider. Okay, I've learned something. This is something that I want to be added in my wish list as far as the future mate is concerned. And then the other one is actually to work on your communication skills. So communication sometimes can be the cause of any problem, because like if you're not clear in that, things actually happen. And so I have had a lot of guests before wherein they said that the common cause of divorce actually roots from not being able to communicate well. So if you can be clear about what you are expecting and what you are wanting, then the more you'll be respected, and then the more that you will be actually able to have that relationship that you're looking for. And then also you also need to build your confidence. So let's say the date didn't work out this time, maybe the next time, you'll have much more better chances. And so it's a never-ending practice in order to meet the other person who's going to be actually for you. So this also goes well for those people who has just been divorced. And so if you have never dated for a long time, you have to make sure as well that you actually go out there, because like it has to start from somewhere. If you just be hiding yourself in your home because like you're scared of meeting somebody else, then nothing's gonna happen. Like I know that there are some opportunities wherein like somebody may come into your home who can be your future, but the chances of that is a little slow and very rare. So just make sure that you actually are somewhat proactive but not obsessive, because like there's a big line between that being obsessive and being proactive. So like that's going back to the idea of being able to figure out as well what do you want in order to make things happen. And then the other thing is that when you are already done with the date, so I think like a lot of people have been confused as far as like, when do I actually start to make a conversation with this lady? So I think the idea is for you to actually do something once you feel like it. Doesn't necessarily mean, oh, okay, there's a 3-day rule. You just, automatically actually, even after the date, you have to actually say like, okay, I really enjoyed your company, and then I'd like to meet you again. And so like that's an opportunity actually to set the next date, because like you're already talking about like you're interested in this woman. And so the same thing with the girls. I think like I think it's a good idea to actually say like, okay, I had a good time, and then like I appreciate your time. And that's a big bonus, because a lot of men have no clue. So I'm just giving the women over here an idea, because like men have sometimes are clueless. And so I think like if you're a guy, might as well like start the conversation, because like it depends on the culture. If the culture of the woman is somebody who's a little like shy at first, maybe like just give some hint, okay, I want to meet you again. So yeah, it's a progress. Like you have to inch their trust, but the idea though is to actually be consistent, because if you're not consistent, then it means that you don't value the other person, and they are expecting that okay, I'm not gonna hear from this guy anymore because he doesn't seem interested. So play it by ear. Like don't be obsessive, but at the same time like try to chill, because like this person who's for you actually is gonna be there for you no matter what. But just be in the position wherein you are aligned. Okay, I like this person, I want to move on with this person. So just be verbal and then start communicating. So if you are a person who is into the love, dating, and relationship industry, just give me a holler because I would like to have you over here. And if you are a person who have been looking for a while, I would like to have you over here as well. Maybe we can help you somehow navigate through love, dating, and relationships. And of course, if you have had long-lasting relationships and you probably have some nuggets to share, we'd like to have you over here. So that's it for now, and then we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.